and welcome to Seb's Place. This is my place. There's my arcade machine there that I did a video on a couple of videos ago, which you can see up. I can do this now. You can see, I don't know why I'm looking over there. You can see, oh, it's quite hard, up there, next to my rubber keyed Spectrum and my ZX81, which are both broken, which is why they're on the wall, because I do have a 48k, my original 48k plus is over there as well, and that works. But anyway, I digress. So today's video, so about 2 or 3 months ago, a little what would you call it, vintage toy collector's shop appeared on my local high street, which I thought was pretty cool. So I've been a couple of times, really interesting, got some great stuff in there, and I thought it'd make a little interesting video to show you. So yeah, last time I went in there, they had a Mexican Darth Vader, which I just thought was flipping awesome. So you'll find out how much it costs to buy a Mexican Darth Vader. And they also had a DeLorean, a toy DeLorean signed by Christopher Lloyd, which is just incredible and worth showing anyone. So let's stop mucking about in here and I'll show you my little visit, and then afterwards I'll show you a couple of things that I purchased on my visits. I just said visit twice. So let's not stop. It's not easy, this camera stuff. Let's stop mucking about and let's go and check it out. Let's go and check it out. So we start off with what can only be described as an orgy of action men. Look like they're having a fun time. And then some of the more sensible, mature grown-up models there, watching on. And then we got some Smurfs. Everybody remember Smurfs? If you went to a petrol station back in the 70s and 80s, your dad might come back with a Smurf. I can't remember if you had to get like points to get them with your petrol or whether you just bought them. But yeah, I had pretty much all of these. I was always a little bit confused why there was only one girl Smurf though, and what they did to address that. But yeah, I had most of these. Never really played with them, but collected them. And here we are, the rather green-faced Buck Rogers, which got me YouTubing and searching why he had a green face. And apparently, if you're a toy collector of these type of toys, you'd know that this is a common reoccurrence with these type of heads. And you can plastic dip them and do all sorts of things to try and get the colour back, apparently. So yeah, this has been a learning experience for me. Yeah, but Buck Rogers looks a bit ill here. Hopefully he'll get better one day. On to some Care Bears. Obviously not a big, well, I say obviously, I mean I might have been a big Care Bear fan, but two things I didn't know. One, that there was an elephant Care Bear. And two, who this chap in the middle is. Is he like an evil Care Bear hater? Does he kill Care Bears? He seems quite happy sitting in the middle here with his rather receding white hair. So anybody know who he is and can help me on some Care Bear folklore? That'd be great. And then we've got some real Ghostbusters. I was a bit too old for when these come out as a kid, but really like the figures. Very, very cool. They got some box stuff here as well, which looks very nice. Apparently the boxes for these are quite fragile, so seeing any in good condition is pretty good. Then we've got some Predators and some Aliens, which are pretty awesome. Look at that Ripley. I'm guessing that's Ripley. Could be Vasquez, I guess, but I think that's Ripley with the gun. Smashing. And then we have a German Robocop, talking Robocop. Now, does he talk German?
Kommt ohne Waffen näher oder es wird Ärger geben.
Kind of cool if he did. Robocop hat next to him and a cryo safe with electronic alarm sounds. Looks pretty cool. Keep all your stuff safe in that, I'm guessing. Some more figures. And then this stuff, Bioflesh Regenerating Refill. Now, I didn't have a clue what this was until I saw the next item, which I'll just spin around. So this is a Bioflesh Regenerator thing. You put him in this capsule, you put this gel stuff over him, and then you can shoot bits off and tear him apart. And I'm not really explaining it very well, but here's the advert anyway.
Now create your own Terminator with the Bioflesh Regenerator.
I'm back! Yeah? Think again. Battle damage.
Add flesh compound.
Terminator created.
Terminator.
I'm back!
Pretty freaking cool. As were these two Evil Knievel's with Dr. Evil. Yeah, 3 evils together. I quite like that. Purposely put there, I'm guessing. Some Captain Scarlet stuff. Some Bucky O'Hare. Do you remember Bucky O'Hare? I kind of do. Again, I was a little bit too old, but in case you'd forgotten.
To crush the freedom fighters, Captain Bucky O'Hare.
Battle stations.
Gunner Deadeye Duck.
Let's grub toads.
And boy genius Willie DeWitt.
Ever see a toad fly?
Yeah, those filthy mammals.
Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars.
New Bucky O'Hare action figures sold separately.
And some trolls, which were a massive fad for a while. And these two, I've no idea who these are, if anybody knows who they are. Some more Care Bears. And then we rummaged around in this box for a little while. There's all various He-Man figures for a £5. Obviously with bits missing or, you know, not particularly great ones. And we do buy one of them actually that my daughter wanted. So I'll come back to that at the end. And she's been playing with him ever since. Loves him. You can guess which one. It's actually a figure I used to have as a kid as well. So it was a double bubble. And here we have Brave Star and Tex Hex, both for £79. I used to love Brave Star. We've got some Rambo action figures. And then we go to the Transformers. Loads of Transformers in this little shop. Again, kind of passed me by Transformers, but I respect the ingenuity of them. Hot Rod there. Ultra Magnus, £85. Really nicely worked, these things. The way that you could collapse them and put together are quite complicated sometimes. Galvatron. And there are some He-Man stuff. There's Faker. You remember Faker? And there's a plethora of Skeletors. Would that be the right way of saying it? I'm not sure. And He-Man on stilts with guns. Why not, eh? And who remembers this? The Dragon Walker. Possibly the best vehicle ever.
He-Man, He-Man.
Go get him, Dragon Walker! Go!
Dragon Walker, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor and Merman each sold separately.
Step right this way, He-Man!
Batteries not included.
What's that?
Dragon Walker.
Take that, He-Man! May the mightiest power prevail!
New Dragon Walker vehicle for use with most Masters of the Universe figures. Action figures each sold separately from Mattel.
Just brilliant. Also brilliant was Thundercats. Loved a bit of Thundercats. And then we got a bunch of He-Men and a Malaysian He-Man there, which is quite expensive, so I'm guessing that's the thing. Loads of He-Man stuff. I don't know if you can see in the background there, but it got the Grayskull Castle and Skeletor's Lair as well. Whatever that was called, Snake something. 2-in-1 Knight Rider toy here. Now I thought this was a genuine Knight Rider toy, but then looking at it, 2-in-1 Knight Robot. And then I was intrigued because a Knight Rider car that turns into a robot. Who'd heard of such a thing? And then look at the highlights here. Mystery bump and go action. Pick up changeable into robot manually. Robot's arms swing freely. 7 flashlight. Yeah. don't think this is genuine, but I really like that. Really cool. And then we come on to this. The DeLorean as signed by Christopher Lloyd. Look at that. 450 notes. This could be yours. It's a vintage Universal Studios MCA battery operated car that's currently on eBay for $69.99 and signed on the bonnet by Christopher Lloyd. I think that's just fantastic. If I had 450 quid to spend, I would definitely snap this up. Beautiful. But sadly I don't. And then on to the Star Wars. So some big Star Wars toys here. Look at these. The X-Wing there, a Millennium Falcon. Now apparently this Millennium Falcon is the original one, but it's got some newer bits added to it because they were damaged or missing. So it is complete, but it's complete with newer bits. I don't know how much it was. But my God, when I was a kid, I really wanted one of them. They were so expensive back in the day. A few of my friends had them though. Very, very jealous. Some boxed Return of the Jedi figures here. £65. I don't think it was too bad. Obviously not a really popular figure. And then look at these boxes here. Absolutely gorgeous. These Return of the Jedi. Different ships and equipment and things. A speeder bike box there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the retroness of it. Some more figures up here. And look at this AT-AT Walker. £225 that is. Slightly bent gun there, but looks in pretty good condition. Some loads of Chewbacca busts. And this Jabba the Hutt playset. Man, I wanted that when I was younger. And the Scout Walker. Oh, God. I would have loved any of them. And then we come on to the Pierre de Resistance. If that's even how you say it. So there's all your normal 1977 figures. And then here he is. The Mexican Darth Vader. Now just look at him. He looks actually, for a bootleg, he looks pretty good. He looks better than that Princess Leia next to him. So he's £145 for that bad boy. But I think he actually looks pretty good. His cape is a bit Batman-esque. There's some more of his friends. And there's the speed bike. And there's some Ewoks. But yeah, I think he looks pretty good. I think he looks better than a normal Darth Vader. I'm worth every penny of that £145, honestly. He's terrific. Then there's some newer Star Wars toys. When I say newer, the episodes 1 to 3, the Bobbins episodes. God, they were crap, weren't they? And then Chewbacca working on this robot thing. I'm not totally up to with the lore and everything. Then we've got a load of Doctor Who stuff. These Daleks are cool. And all the different Doctor Who characters. The TARDIS behind there. Some really nice display pieces. More display pieces than toys these, I think, aren't they? And then Turtles. Now, I wish I knew more about the different variants in the Turtles, but they seem to have quite a good collection here. They just look great, don't they? Anyway, that's the little vintage toy shop. Cowabunga Carl van there. Yeah, so let's get back home and I'll show you the two things that I purchased. So I really enjoyed my trip to the little vintage toy collecting shop. It just doesn't seem like it should have a proper name. But yeah, I enjoyed it so much so that I went up into my loft to find all my old Star Wars toys, and I haven't got many left, but I've got a Han Solo and a rather floppy C-3PO. Look, Chewbacca. And oh, actually, this one's the best one. This is like a complete Darth Vader. He's even got the lightsaber. But he's not Mexican, unfortunately. Which is a bit sad. But yeah, I've got quite a few of the original 12. So I was thinking maybe of displaying them somehow. You know? I mean, they're not perfect and they've all got bits missing. But they're mine and they'd be quite nice to display. But talking of not perfect, this one's got a bit of a story. So, right, this is Princess Leia, obviously. Yeah. Okay. So I got her down from the loft and I'd completely forgotten what happened to her. So when I was younger, I had an air pistol, and for some reason, Princess Leia had upset me. So I fired the air pistol at close range at her head, and to my complete horror, her head come off. So I glued it back myself with a hot glue gun. This was the this was the glue I found around her neck. So she basically had a neck brace on. So from that day on, she couldn't do much. She always complained of neck pain and walked around with a head brace on, a neck brace. So I removed all that and I cleaned her up. And look, I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad, right? She looks pretty good. I was quite impressed with that. Oh, she looks alright. So yeah, so I'm not sure what to do. Whether to just display this lot or complete the 12, because I'm missing like the Jawa, the Death Star guy, Farm Boy Luke I think I'm missing, and one more. Oh, R2-D2. And I used to have a really good R2-D2 as well, but he's missing. So, and if I bought them, they wouldn't be mine. So then I've got to try and make it a bit more complete maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So I bought two things when I was there. So one, which I said in the video, was from the £5 HeMan bin. And this is one that my 3-year-old daughter wanted. Right? Because we watched a few of the cartoons and she really liked it. And this is a clue. She really liked it that he could bite through swords with his teeth. Okay, so, of course, it is the one and only Truckjaw. Look at him. Now, of course, he's missing his. I think he had a belt, and he had a bit that went around here, and also, obviously, he had all his attachments here. But I don't mind that so much because mine was exactly the same as this one. I had all the bits missing, because I played with them and lost all the bits immediately. So I'm not too bothered, and my daughter will play with this. So I'm thinking we might go down there like once a month and maybe buy a new HeMan toy from the £5 bins. I didn't think £5 was too bad, that she can play with, and it wouldn't be for me at all, honest. So yeah, so that's him. So that was pretty good. And something else I didn't show in the video that they had there was they had a nice little comic section. So I'm not into comics at all. But I did have a quick look, and one did catch my eye. So I'm just sorting out now, just moving all my stuff. And it cost me £20. So, I'm in an R in, do I get it? Do I not get it? And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get it because I can put it on my wall, look quite nice. So this is what I got. You ready? I'm going to flip the camera around. So Star Wars Weekly episode. It's not an episode. Number 1. February 8th, 1978. Marvel comic. The greatest space fantasy film of all. Only cost 10p. Valuable first issue, see? So yeah, so this cost me £20. And looking on eBay, I mean, I wasn't really bothered, but looking on eBay, they go from anything from £15 to £50-ish, depending on condition. This one's got a few, like you can see, it's got a few edges and stuff, sort of a bit degraded, but it's not too bad. But if you've got this X-Fighter cutout thing, then that's where they sort of treble in value, because they had this cardboard cutout thing you could make, and mine doesn't have that. But I just love the artwork. I love the fact it was the first issue. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get that, and I might just stick that on my wall or something, just as something nice to look at on here. Yeah, so that's what I bought, and I really enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoyed it too. And if you did, please like and subscribe, because that would be brilliant. And if you didn't like it, then don't like and subscribe. I cannot say the word subscribe, never can. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.